This is the history of Sheng. Sheng started in the mid 60s. It was started mostly, as the name indicates, it is Swahili and English, Sheng. It started in mid 60s, but you'll find that those were the major component, but we had other tribes. Kikuyu followed, but not as much as English and Swahili. And then Luo and Luhyas. These other tribes, very little. You'll find that Sheng was started majorly by young boys and girls who intended, you see, our parents who were born in the 30s did not understand English. So we found a way where we could talk in a language that we could even talk and backbite our parents who are there. It is funny because you could say father and your father never knew that you are referring to him, or mother and your mother didn't know that you are referring to her. That is how the original Sheng came in. And then even in the original Sheng, it was heavily borrowed. Actually, Lingala was so much in it. I can say English and Swahili were up there, followed by Kikuyu, and then Lingala. Luo and Luhya were dragging after Lingala. That is why you find that those of us who were teenagers in the 60s and 70s and a bit of 80s, you'll find that we liked Lingala. And when people came up recently, people who started teaching us Lingala how it is, you'll find that we quickly got the language, because you find that the original Sheng had so much words from Lingala. Like the word kala, yakala. In Lingala it means past. And in the original Sheng, mimi nimekalas, I have gone, or hiyo kitu ilikalas, that thing if it is food, msosi umekala. So it was brought from Lingala. You'd also find there is the word musosi. Musosi came from the word. There was a song which used to be sung. It said, "Sikia sosio, sikia butamu." Now, sosio in Lingala is butamu, yani something sweet. So the Lenua, not Lekinua, but Lenua used to say sikia sosi, sikia butamu. So Sheng said mulo is food. Mulo socio. That is where the name Msosi came from. It was so much. It was so much that the Lingala was so much in it. Now, it almost became a national language, but the problem with Sheng is that every 10 years it changes. 10 years. If it would have stuck with one, although I understand why it changes, because if we who are born in the 50s and 60s referred to our parents who are born in the 20s and 30s as father, and if our kids who are born in the 80s would refer to us as father, we would know they are talking about us. So each decade, a new version of the language came up. We had two versions of Sheng. We had the one for Eastlands and we had one of Westlands. I'd give two examples because there are so many. In fact, although I was staying in Madaraka Estate, but Madaraka was heavily leaning towards eastlands than westlands. You find that those who are speaking the Sheng from eastlands would say, when they talk of Miro, they were referring to Charlie wa Oshago. But the fellows in Westlands, when they talked of Miro, they meant Africans. So you find somebody from Eastland saying, "Huyu jamani Miro," and I think, I don't know, but even as we grow old, those who grew up in Westlands, Lavington area, they have always had that air. They always, I don't know, they've always believed that they are black Americans. Yeah. So even when they talk of Miro, they refer to us Africans, and they believe that they, they are not Africans, they are black Africans, they are Negroes. Afadhali mimi nimeingia mpaka Somalia, Ethiopia, Uganda, and even Tanzania, but some of them wamefika 60s, but they used to behave and believe as if they are from Brooklyn. The other example was the Sheng from Eastlands. You'll hear somebody saying, jana tuli drink, that is from Eastlands. But those from Westlands would say, jana we kunywad. This one anasema tuli drink. Jana yesterday we kunywad. That is how the two versions were. But I would say that 75% of Sheng speakers used to speak the Eastlands version. You'll find names like Oshago. Eastlands used to call Oshago, but Westlands used to call it Shags. Maze mi naenda Oshago, and you'll find somebody from Westlands saying, we are from Shags. Now when someone says natoka Oshago, Shags comes from the word Geshagi in Kikuyu. And Geshagi in Kikuyu means village. There was a time I went home, Western Kenya, and a certain lady was annoyed with her son. I had come, so she was telling me to talk to her son. And she was telling me, mwana huyu abemdamanu sana. I started laughing. And you see, the mother thought I was shocked at the way my age mate was, because she was talking in Luya and saying this boy is mdamanu. And I was wondering, yani, huyu mama Oshago anajua Sheng? Because those days we used to say, ukiwa mbaya unasema, mi mbaya, mi mdamanu. So not knowing that mdamanu is my mother tongue. So an old lady was telling me, hey, mwenzako ni mdamanu. So I was wondering, huyu mama naye. So she knows Sheng. She knows that somebody who's bad is mdamanu. There was also some changes, because nowadays you hear youths calling police at maze makarau walikuja. But you see, during our time, makarau were what you now call kanjo. The original Sheng, police were called sonyi or ponyi. Ponyi or sonyi. But city council askaris were called karau. Nowadays, police ndio wanaitwa karau, and kanjo are called, and city council inspectorate are called kanjo. Lastly, I want to talk about the word maze. Maze. I've had a younger generation thinking that Tabule is the one who brought the name Maze. No. Tabule sang the song Maze in the 80s, and I remember in 1973, Maze was a Sheng word. Maze is the name that you use to somebody who is of your level. Masai would call another Masai of his level hero. Sasa hero, hero natoa wapi ngishu? And Kalenjins would call somebody of his level weri. Sasa weri, Luhias, depending on where you come from. If you come from Vihiga, you say kuere. So they use the word kuere. But those who come from Bukus, they use the word wase. Wase. So wase is the name that is used for somebody who is of your level, age mate, friend, or something. And Masais call it hero. And Kalenjins call it weri. Luyas from Vihiga say were. That is Maze. So when you say Maze, Maze umetoka wapi? It says friend or age mate or whatever. Ama nani, yeah. I think the Swahili word is nani. Nani sasa umetoka wapi? So Maze, that one. But you see nowadays they wamechange wameka N. I don't know where the N came from at Manze. But it used to be M-A-Z-E. Now when Tabule came, he sang of Maze. But you see Maze ya Tabule is not the name you use to somebody at Nani. I say, yeah. I think the best word is I say. Ama Nani. So in the original Sheng, Maze was Nani I say kitu kama hiyo. But if you listen to Maze of Tabule, Maze is a person's name. Maze is a person's name. So it is, when he's addressing Maze, he's addressing an individual whom I think is a lady whose name is Maze. That is the genesis of Sheng. Mukiambiwa na mwalimu wa historia, the man who never studied history but is one of the best history teachers in Kenya. Thank you.